What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. My name is Russ Warren. If you've never had a chance to meet or you've never seen me before, never heard of me before, perfectly normal. But what I do is I help men in their 30s leave behind a life of average existence to pursue a life of greatness. And that looks like a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And so that's what this channel is all about, is about exploring what that looks like from my eyes and how I believe it can change your life and impact you for the best. What I thought it would be cool to do as one of the first few videos on my YouTube channel, my revamped YouTube channel, is to share a little bit of my backstory, who I am, what I'm about, and just so you would have an idea who I am, okay? I am in my children's playroom right now. I have a 4-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. My daughter has more of her stuff in here than he does, as you can see. But anyway, I wanted to be up here out of the way. Sometimes you'll learn as this YouTube channel goes along that sometimes I gotta just get away from everybody, try to get somewhere where it's quiet. Sometimes the furthest point from anybody else is where I need to be. Anyway, so my name is Russ Warren. I'm currently 34 years old. I grew up in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll Tide. From a young age, my parents really instilled in me, and they did a great job of instilling in me the importance of doing right, making good choices. When that came to my grades, when that came to the words that I used and how I treated people, treat people the way you want to be treated, the whole 9 yards. And so I always tried to just do that, tried to be good, right? I was in the pursuit of being a good kid. And that was great, right? I mean, I was doing well. I was awarded leadership positions in school at a young age because of those decisions, trying to stay out of trouble. What I learned soon was that good wasn't good enough when it comes to a relationship with my Creator. And so I gave my life to Jesus at the age of 12, changed my life because I realized that I wasn't trying to just be good for good's sake. I was trying to be good because I was in the pursuit of Him, and He is the creator of all things good. And He is good. He is the only one who is good. And if I want to pursue greatness, this was at a young age, if I wanted to pursue greatness, then to do anything that was decently good and moral apart from Him was for no reason. It didn't make sense. The only reason that pursuing greatness makes sense is because we're doing it because we have a Creator who is great. And so from a young age, started pursuing Jesus and trying to do things the way He would want me to do them. And so that caused an issue sometimes because there were people who I went to church with, youth group with, who would sometimes give me a hard time because I was a goody-goody, right? And it was like, well, I'm not really a goody-goody. I'm just trying to do things the way that the God that we go to youth group and listen to messages about Him, that's the way He would have us to do it. So I'm not really being a goody-goody. I'm just following the Jesus that we go to church and listen to and learn about. And so from a young age, I figured out, like, dude, all right, I'm going to get hated on some. I'm going to get hated on. People are going to give me a hard time because I'm trying to do the right thing. And what happens when you do the right thing, when you pursue excellence, when you pursue greatness, it shines a spotlight on all those people who are settling for average. It shines a spotlight on all those people who are settling for less than their best because they see somebody else doing it and they know it can be done. They're just not willing to put in the time and effort. It wasn't that I was better than anybody else. It was just I was actually in the pursuit of trying to do something that was great. And so time goes on. What was amazing to me, and something that I always like to tell the younger people especially, is it was interesting to me how even though there was behind closed doors, I was hearing some muttering about, Russ is trying to be a goody-goody, kind of hating on me a little bit, that I was still elected the class president, all my years of high school. And I question that sometimes. Why would that be the case? Why would you still choose me to be your leader while you're making fun of me? But what I figured out, because I asked one of them one day, I said, hey, man, why do you think they're still choosing me to be president when you're giving me a hard time about, how I live my life, trying to be, make good choices? And they said, basically, it's because we respect you, Russ. And I that day, it just hit me. It was like, oh, so you choose leaders based on respect, not just them doing what you're doing and being a follower. You want a leader who's going to lead, not somebody who's going to follow the crowd. And so, really, from then on, it wasn't because I thought I was better than anybody. Please understand, I know that it comes across that way, especially sharing it on camera. But it wasn't that I thought I was better than everybody else. I just realized that I was getting respect from other people, and I was still being chosen as a leader because I was leading, because I was doing something that was different. And so I hope that encourages somebody that's watching this right now, that you can just stop with the mask. You can stop with the followership and following everybody else and what they have for you and what they think is best. And you can go your own way. You don't need to worry about what everybody else is saying. You know the way. You just need to go the way, and then you can show the way. You don't need to do what everybody else is doing. Go be a light. Go be a leader in whatever it is that you're doing. And so, keep going. Fast forward. I got a baseball scholarship to go play junior college baseball, and had a great experience there. Got to spend 2 years doing that, and got to go to the Junior College World Series with my team. Got to see a lot through that. Baseball was really a tool for me. It was really amazing. I got to go on several mission trips to the Dominican Republic. Got to go see a lot of that kind of stuff, and it was really amazing and eye-opening. And so after junior college baseball, I decided to hang it up and just go be a student. So I finished my business degree from the University of Alabama, and then I went to work full-time in my family's business. We have an automotive tire and auto center in Tuscaloosa on campus. And the main reason, well, not the main reason, but one of the main reasons I wanted to do that is because, one, our family business had a good reputation in Tuscaloosa for doing right, treating people right. And I got to see people every day, like cars and tires. Those things are not my hobby, and they're not my passion, but people are my passion. And I was getting to talk to 60, 80, 100 people a day who were dropping their car off with us, and hopefully make a positive impact in some sort of way. And so I also met my wife towards the very end of my college career, and we got married shortly after. And there'll be more on that. I'll share more on that later. But we got married fairly quickly. When you know, as they say, right? And so time goes on, and so here we are now. We've been married 12 years at the time of this recording. We've got 2 kids, as I said a minute ago. We've got an 8-year-old son. We've got a 4-year-old daughter. And so life for me is probably where a lot of you are, right? You're in the thick of things, from your job to being a husband, maybe. Maybe you're single and you're trying to figure out the relationship thing. You're in the pursuit of a relationship. Great. Glad you're here. Got some stuff for you. Maybe you got kids, you just bills, you got a lot of things that you're trying to figure out, and you feel stuck. That's okay. That's okay. A lot of men feel stuck right now, right? You got the politics of the world going on, and you're just lost almost. You're just confused. You're just stuck, for lack of better terms. You feel like you're just living an average existence, and you know that there's something more. Well, there is, and it's found in the pursuit of greatness. And I can't wait to unwrap the thoughts that I have on that, what I believe has been given to me, just to share with you and impact you in a positive way. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about that, and share a little bit about who I am, where I came from, kind of why I think like I do. There's a couple of things that I'm passionate about that you'll find as we go. I've written 8 books. Most of those were in my 20s when I was speaking a lot to youth, like to middle school, high school, college age. They still apply to you and me in our 30s, and 20s, 30s, 40s. We can all learn something from them. But as a 20-year-old, what middle school, what grown man was going to listen to me at 20 years old talk about life, right? So I was doing a lot with youth back then, and still have a heart for youth. But somewhere along the way, God just tugged on my heart and said, look, Russ, men need your help, because you are passionate about helping other people. You have learned a lot through your studies and through your diligence that you can pass on to other people. And so that's where this idea of men of greatness, this idea of helping men leave behind a life of average existence to pursue a life of greatness has kind of come from. And so I just wanted to take a second, share a little bit about who I am for those who don't know me. And those who do know me, maybe just remind you a little bit about where I am, where I've come from. And I just look forward to being able to share more with you. So if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. Join us on this journey. You'll notice I have not deleted any of my old videos. So I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I've never really been super intentional with it, except during COVID. I did some vlogs like with our family and stuff during when COVID was going on, because I was off work and I was at home and we were doing stuff. So anyway, you'll see those on there. I decided not to take them off because I kind of wanted everybody to see that life is a journey and you grow and you learn and you move on. And so, yeah, there's probably some things that I wouldn't post if I was posting them today. But at that time, I thought it was a good idea. So I might as well leave them up there so you can kind of see the old Russ, see where Russ was at those times. And you can see how long ago it was when I posted them. And so anyway, go back and look at some of those old things and laugh and just kind of find it as funny as I do that I posted some of that crazy stuff. And so not trying to hide any of that stuff. I'm just trying to move forward now into helping men. And so I hope that encourages you. Hope it excites you a little bit that, hey, look, you don't have to change. You can't change anything from the past, right? And I'm not trying to tell you that you need to change anything. I'm just telling you from this point forward. So go be great, and I'll talk to you soon.